Hey guys, happy Thanksgiving Eve. It is the day before Thanksgiving, obviously. I'm on my way into work. Today is supposed to be a half day. They're letting us out 2 hours early. And it's really 2.5, but I'm not counting the lunch because I still have to say that I had a 30-minute lunch, which, you know, takes away. So they're letting us out 2 hours early, and I am ready to be done. I'm ready to have a little break. And some might say, why do you need a break when you've really only worked a full week of work in 3 weeks? Because I'm just exhausted. Okay, I'm exhausted. I am really wanting to just kind of relax. And so, yeah, that's what I'm gonna do, is work. I might get off earlier depending on how the patient's schedule goes. I might be able to leave a little bit earlier, so we'll see. Typically right before a holiday, a lot of patients, either all of them come because they know we're about to be closed and not going to have access to get their medications and such, or it's really dramatic and like one person shows up. So we're going to have to see. A lot of the patients that missed Monday and Tuesday are rescheduled for today. The ones that like called and wanted to like, oh, I can't make it, are scheduled for today because obviously today's the last work day for us. So yeah, I am not really sure if they're actually gonna come or not. But here we are. I'm on my way in. I'm done talking. I'll see you guys when I get to work. Okay, as predicted, all of the patients are coming. I told you guys, it's like either one will come or they all will come. So this morning has been busy. We have, I was doing an encounter. I made a call to a patient from yesterday that it says like social work referral place today. Dog like this patient contacted regarding living in a shelter and needing resources. She also refused to answer any SDOH questions, which means social determinants of healthcare. So I'm like, if she is in a shelter, she does have resources, but if she refuses to answer the questions, do you think she's gonna answer them for me? I called her. Her voicemail was full. I was unable to leave a voicemail, so I'm gonna have to try to remember. I'm gonna set a reminder to follow back up Monday on the 28th, and we'll see how that goes. Hi, I'm trying to reach. My name is Ajane. I'm a social worker. I was informed by a provider that you might need some assistance with something. They were unclear as to what that might be, so I wanted to call and speak with you. Due to the holiday, my hours vary, and I'll be off the rest of the week. So if you do get this message later in the day, can you still give me a call and just leave a voicemail so I know that you got this, and I will reach back out with you as soon as I can next week. Just give me some time to get back with you, and also if you let me know what time of the day might work best for me to talk with you, or if you prefer email, you can leave your email address as well on the voicemail. So I hope that you have a good holiday, and I hope that you're well. I'll talk to you soon. Bye. Okay. There's another number in here. I just call so I know that I gave my best effort. I'm like congested. Hi, I just left a message on a 618 number. This is Ajane. I saw that you had 2 numbers attached to your chart, so I just wanted to give both numbers a call. I'm a social worker, so I just wanted to see if you needed anything. As I stated in the other voicemail, my hours are different this week due to the holiday. I'll be off the rest of the week and I get off early today, but please feel free to give me a call and leave a voicemail. Also, if you prefer email address, if that works better with your schedule, please leave your email address and I'll get back with you as early as I can next week. Have a good holiday and I'll talk to you soon. Bye. Okay, I called both numbers, so I just have to figure out this Spanish speaking patient. There she is. Hi, this is Ajane. Yeah. Oh, you're fine. My name's Ajane. I'm a social worker. I was informed by a provider that you might need some assistance with something. They weren't very clear as to what that might be, so I wanted to call and see what you might need. Oh, okay. So, let's move this. Let's do that. Let's get some light on. Okay. So I just spoke with that patient. I cut it off because she was sharing some personal information. Turns out she is depressed and just needs like resources for a counselor. I didn't ask about a psychiatrist, but I'm also going to look for a psychiatrist because maybe she needs some management for some medication. It seems like she has like situational depression and possibly some anxiety, but the doctor told her she has major depressive disorder. Anyway, it's really situational because she just recently got like laid off and she just had a baby, so I think that it's mixed in with some postpartum. But I'm gonna be looking for some community resources. So some of the questions that I typically ask them are you open to counseling? First of all, you have to assess where they are right now. I have patients who are like, no, I'm not ready for counseling. I don't want to talk to anybody right now. Like, I just want to get through it, and then maybe I'll look into some resources, which I always suggest, and provide them with education on like that's the point of therapy, and that's the reason for your therapy, for you to be engaged with someone and participate in some type of treatment. But not everybody's ready for that, and so there's a lot of like stigma around engaging in therapy. So I try to break that down and encourage them like, no matter what, you need to make the best decisions for yourself, and this could help your mental health, but if you're not ready for that, that's perfectly fine. So I talk to them about that, and then I ask them about preferences. So do you have a preference for a female therapist or a male therapist? I want to give them the option because you don't know their trauma, you don't know their experiences with males or females, if they trust, if they've had any other trauma or any other situations that might cause them to have distrust with a medical or mental health professional. So I always ask, or I try to always ask, if they have any preferences for a male or female therapist. I always ask about location. Do you have transportation if they need you to come into the appointment? Do you have good phone capabilities to do like maybe virtual or telehealth or Zoom, because that also helps me narrow down my searches. And then so like that helps me know like what the insurance is. Your insurance active? I can see on here, but sometimes they might have another insurance or their insurance is about to change, so I always ask about insurance. And then so I ask about insurance, location, preferences, and then I also typically ask like, do you want to schedule an appointment? Do you want me to just give you resources? Or if I have the opportunity to schedule an appointment, do you want me to schedule an appointment? If they say yes to me scheduling an appointment, then I typically ask them, is there a specific time, date, or period like maybe like right now it's November and then December is coming up, and of course that comes with a lot of stress. And also I have to be realistic that it is the end of the year, and so a lot of doctors are booked out because the weeks are shorter due to the holidays. And things are changing with the new schedule. So some patients, some clinics or doctors may not have their schedules open yet for January and February. So right now it's going to be a little bit difficult versus in March to have an appointment. So I have to also do that. And then I also told her the truth. I was like, I will get back to you sometime next week. I'm not sure when. I'm leaving early today and it's the holiday, so I'm going to be out the rest of the week, but I will start looking into this and you will hear from me. And then I also get like their best way to contact them for follow-up. So she gave me her email address to send her the resources that I find and or the appointment that I schedule. So that's what I do when I talk to a patient about like counseling or therapy. And those are things that you can also try to remember when you're meeting with a patient or discussing therapy or any treatment, whether it be substance use or whether it be counseling, psychiatry. You just want to give them options to make them feel like they have a choice, they have decisions to make, they're included, like we're including them into this process, and that is not just like me taking over and then I get an appointment, they're like, why would you do that? Like, you don't know my schedule. So I try my best to be inclusive to the patient. So yeah, I'm gonna write this note up and I'm gonna make a call to a community agency that might be able to get her in depending where she is. So yeah, let's get started. We also have a no-show right now and a new patient, but somebody just left. Oh yeah, she left. Our schedule is really like top heavy this morning. Like we have 3 patients in the afternoon and most of them are telemedicine. So if I could hustle, I could probably leave at 12. So let me focus, because the last few patients are telemedicine actually, and they're for psychiatry. And then we have one patient coming in later and she's postpartum and she wasn't, like, she's not my patient. So anyway, okay, let me stop, let me focus. I'm gonna turn some music on and we're gonna jam. Hey guys, so I spent the rest of the day trying to look up different resources for that patient that I was just talking about that wanted some additional support like counseling or therapy services. And I made a few calls to some different agencies within the community. I think I called about 4 to 5 different places. Actually, probably 6 places. I left a voicemail for 2 of them. 2 she did not qualify for those that picked up. And then I also looked up some different providers covered under her insurance. So I tried to email them or send them a voicemail because they were already kind of out or they didn't answer the phone. So I am hopeful that they will call back, but I didn't hear anything back because I'm doing and editing this the next week, so I didn't hear anything back from those places. I made some additional calls, but they either don't take her insurance or they are full at capacity and they're changing their policy right now with intake. So I unfortunately have not established or figured out a place for her to establish counseling services. So I am going to look one more day and then I'm going to call her and send her a list covered under her insurance that she can make some calls. So unfortunately, sometimes calling different resources in the community that should have, you know, whatever Medicaid services for your state. But I mean, I'm being realistic that it's the end of the year and a lot of people's schedules aren't open and or are full up until the first, you know, quarter of the year. So I am going to have a conversation with her, let her know about the different places that I've called and attempted to look up and help her establish, and then ask her to follow up with some of these places as well so that she can be engaged in her own treatment services and figuring out how to establish herself. So this is also going to help her build some skills with me providing her with the resources. So not everything works out the way that we want or the way that we expect. I thought that I would be able to get her in somewhere before I left, but I wasn't able to do that. So just go back and you try again and you follow up with places that you left voicemails with. But I just wanted to be candid and honest with you guys that it didn't work out, but I'm not going to give up, and hopefully we're able to get her in somewhere soon. But thank you guys so much for watching this video. I hope that you guys enjoyed this little holiday trilogy that I filmed for you guys. And if you like these type of videos, I'll keep filming them. If you want any more workday videos, please let me know, or any other social work content. I do have the document series that I'm working on. It's going to take some time, so expect those within the first, February, March time. So thank you guys. I love you, and have a good holiday. Bye.